Hello everyone! Once again, we're back at the trailhead of the Mantario Trail. But today, not like a few weeks ago, it's time to do a through hike. The first one of hopefully 3 this year. So let's see how it goes. Since I'm doing the full trail, I will be hiking all of this red line here. The plan for today is to start right down there and hike either to Marion Lake or this next one right here, depending on how I feel. And we'll see where I go from there. So let's get going on this hike. The plan for this through hike is to do a 2-night, 3-day through hike, same as I did last year, but I might try and do some bigger days today and tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But the temperatures for the next few days are going to be scorching hot with, I don't know, the high today is probably 26, 27. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Thursday, it's supposed to go up in the 30s. And the lows are going to be in the low to mid-teens. So I'm fully kitted out on my summer gear. Going as light, which is pretty much as light as I can go. And hopefully I don't die while sleeping. And there we are. The sign tells us that we're back on the trail, baby, with our first marker. As I'm doing my through hike over the next few days, a couple things that I'm interested in finding out are, one, what the tick situation is. When I came by a couple weeks, 3 weeks ago, there weren't too many, but I've heard reports that they've gotten a little bit worse. And so far, which is I guess a good thing, the trail is a much more wet and damp than the last time that I came by, so that's a good thing, because there was a bunch of fire closures for about a week and a half there in late May, and I'm happy they're over, because it means I was able to have the opportunity to come out here today and, you know, explore what Manitoba and the Whiteshell have to offer. Back at the second railroad. Now, if you watch my last Mantario video where I did the overnight hike to West Caribou, you will know that it was right about this point that I started getting a little concerned about my water. And as with everything, I adapted. Today I started with 2 liters, and I've got plenty left. As I cross over this nice little stream right here and enter what I like to call prime woodtick habitat, I always do a thing where anytime I walk through a good amount of brush, I always get through, take a look down at my legs, do a nice little tick check. Takes about 20 seconds, and it catches probably 85 to 90%, and probably 95% of ticks. And it makes going to sleep much easier because, oh, look at that. Right on your screen. I don't know if you can see it. A nice little wood tick right there. I'm going to certainly avoid that guy. But yeah, as I was saying, always look down at your legs. Fairly consistently when you're, especially in the spring when you're hiking and there's a lot of ticks around town, because I've once discovered a tick in my tent and it's a thing I never want to do again. Alrighty. This time I'm very happy to report that from this little sign here, I will be going to the right, to the promised land, to the rest of the beautiful Mantario Trail. Here we go, now for a little sandy walk on the beach. Okay, it's probably been close to an hour or something since I last filmed the clip, but we've reached what I like to call one of the mini milestones of the Mantario Trail. So have a look. Lake Caribou and the nice little river crossing and one of the other walls on the Mantario Trail. See this, basically this wall of rock right here? We're basically gonna go straight up. Well, this is not the campsite. This might be one of the best views of Lake Caribou. And thankfully, we have an amazing log to cross. I'm gonna use that trekking pole as another point of balance as I cross the water right here. Now, if you're not stopping at the Caribou campsite, this would be your place to get water. Doesn't look amazing, but you're probably not going to see any till Marion, which has a better water source. So if you can wait, I would wait till Marion if possible, but if not, this one's probably fine. Turns out I crossed a little too early. Had to get back over that little log there to the actual place. Now let's get over that little wall. So you may be wondering, where is the trail? It's right up there. Let's do this. Now, among other reasons, this is a great example of why you need shoes with good grip when you're out here, because these rocks, you don't want to be slipping and sliding on those. You can severely injure yourself. And there we go. Now it is also in this part of the trail that you venture into Ontario, as for probably, I don't know, a kilometer or something like that. It's one of the reasons the trail gets its name. Now, if you're watching this video, please don't go tell anyone that I got in Ontario. I don't feel like quarantining for 2 weeks. Just because I ventured across the border during my long weekend. And here we are. The beautiful Caribou East campsite. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:22. Been hiking for close to like 3.5 hours, something like that. And I am ready for some lunch. Man, let's dig in. Alright, today for lunch we have some sort of Parmesan, parsley rum in there. I just didn't use the packet, so let's see how it tastes. It looks pretty good. Yep, it's pretty good. Alright, well that was a good hour-long break, something like that. Time to get back on the trail. Cross at least another 6.5 kilometers. So like 1.5 hours to Marion. Let's get going. As I get through the third and final railway of the trail, whew, the sun has gone out a little bit and it's hidden behind some clouds. It's provided some much needed relief because it's hot out here. And yeah, the past few kilometers, once I've passed Caribou, the ticks have just exploded. I had maybe, I don't know, 6, 7 in the 12 Ks before, and I've probably had around, I don't know, somewhere in the low teens in the last like 4.5 kilometers. So I guess when the trail is not as well traveled, there's much more grass on top of it, and the ticks sure do love that. But I'm glad I'm tall so that I can, when I'm walking through thick brush, they're always on my legs. I hope so. And I can see them and flick them off right away. Well, I got probably, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes to Marion, and then the big decision of to stop or not to stop. That is the question of the day. Well, I just got to Marion. It's about 4:24 and I don't know what to say. Here, I'll show you so you can see what I'm talking about. It's honestly quite annoying. No one's here at the moment, and we have what appears to be a tarp on the ground, just chilling here, doing nothing. And then we have what is very annoying, Looks like someone tried to burn their garbage bag. We've got a can opener, some meal, just a freeze-dried meal, chilling on the ground out here. I don't understand how someone could just do this. Like, how do you live with yourself knowing that you just left all of that at this amazing lake and just ruining it for the other people that are coming by? And one, if they have the capability to carry their junk out, or two, it'll stay there for years. I guess on the bright side, the lake still looks amazing. That's good. The view hasn't changed. At least for now. Alright. Time for the moment of truth. What am I doing? Drum roll. I'm gonna continue to Peggy Lake. Might get there on 7, but I'm here for a challenge, here for the adventure. Let's keep going. Probably be, I think it's like 7 point something kilometers, so probably around 2 hours. Let's see how it goes. As I get to the power lines, another interesting marker, you can actually hear the power running through them. I was able to get a little bit of reception when I was at Marion, and I've heard that might be some rain on the way, so trying to get to camp before that rolls in. That would be ideal. But yeah, just chugging along here. Quite tired, but you know, you gotta push to get to new levels. There it is. Peggy Lake campsite. Finally here. Woo! Let's go make some food. Good morning, everyone. Didn't get the chance to film any clips last night because it was a wild night. I got to camp probably around, I don't know, 7:30. Got to cooking my food, and then ticks were coming out everywhere, out the wazoo, so I was removing all of those. And then I tried to find a place to set up my tent. See, at Peggy Lake there is a couple very nice sort of flat spots here and here. But the main problem is, as you can see, there's a big branch just chilling on some trees and a few dead trees up in there. So those are out of the question in my mind. But the problem was, I tried setting up down there, didn't work. A little bit further there, didn't work. There, didn't work. So I was left with no options but to gamble and hope that a tree branch doesn't fall on me during the night. And I guess you're seeing this, so I survived, but it was not very fun. I was so tired and just desperate to get in bed. And then it was so hot, like I basically laid on my air mattress for like half hour with just nothing on, trying to cool down, and eventually I did and got some decent sleep. But 7 a.m. time to hit the trail. Goal today, Hemingway. If I get crazy, I might finish the trail, which I don't think I will, but you never know. I will say this. If you're planning to stop at Peggy Lake, definitely consider Alice Lake. It's 1.5 kilometers further from the south trailhead, and there's a bear box. I don't know if there's a privy or not, but the ground is much flatter. There's only like 3 spots, so you gotta get there early. But I would definitely recommend doing that over what I did, which was stop at Peggy. But I don't think I really had any other choices because I was absolutely dead after hiking yesterday. What a view, what a view. One of these days I'm gonna be staying out here. I just love it out here. It's so calm, so nice. The heat of the day has arrived, but anytime I'm in the shadows or anything like that, it's still got that morning chill, so it's not that bad so far. But the Mantario, what a nice place. Time to get to Moosehead, get some water, and then the plan is to hike to Mantario for lunch. So that'll be about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 20 minutes from now, and it's about 9 a.m. So let's go do that. Oh boy, there can be lots of ticks out here. Yep, there were plenty of ticks right there. Probably close to 10, something like that. That's the annoying thing about in the spring, is that every 5 minutes or so, I'm taking 25, 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, 20 seconds to check for ticks. And then you're doing that constantly. So throughout the day, you're probably spending out around an hour checking for ticks that I could be hiking. So no wonder I'm hiking so slow. I'm just trying not to get some life-changing disease, if you know what I'm saying. Let's get to Moosehead. What a beautiful place. Holy moly. All right, the water has been acquired. I decided not to fill up in Moosehead because there was a lot of pollen or spots in the water, and I remember that there was this little river or creek that flows into Moosehead like 3 minutes walk from there, so decided to do that. Now it's time for a good probably 2.25 hour walk to Mantario, depending on how much time I take sitting down at the nice overlooks, which that's what you guys have to look forward to. In this next probably, 10, 12 kilometer stretch, there's the 2 best views of the trail in my opinion. So, can't wait to show them to you. Now have a look at that. Oh. What a beautiful view. Well, let's keep going. Hello everyone, welcome to Lake Mantario. What I think is the best looking lake on the trail, especially at the campground. Been here for about an hour, something like that. Hour 20 minutes, had a good lunch, soaked my feet, flaked off a few more ticks, you know, just typical hiking stuff. Well, I'll let you guys have a look at this beautiful view over here. Just amazing. Well, time to get out of here. Head off to the next lake. I don't remember the name. It's like 7 something kilometers away. So at least we'll get there and then we'll decide another decision whether to go on to Hemingway or to stop there. Well, let's get out of here. Here we are, what I think is the best view on the Mantario. Just look at this. Amazing. Just amazing. Hello everyone, it is now the next morning. I didn't film anything last night because I was shot. I got to Ritchie Lake and I didn't have anything left, so energy wise. So I stayed here, made supper, got ready, enjoyed the nice view, had a great night's sleep. Slept through the night, which is the first time in like my backpacking career that I've ever done that, which was amazing. Mosquitoes are a little wacko right now, but I'm getting ready to head out. It's 7:40, so let's go. I got about 15 kilometers left today, and I'm excited to get out of here and enjoy some Popeyes. Here's the view at Ritchie Lake if any of you are interested. It's a pretty nice place. There aren't too many camp spots, so do get here early if you are intending to come. And then you've got a nice little bench. And there's probably like one here. Maybe get something in there. Right back there and where I stayed. So maybe about 4 or 5 pretty easily doable spots. Other than that, I'd say you'd better keep on heading on to Hemingway or Mantario. Which, because Mantario doesn't have that many spots either. Yeah, this is where I chose to camp last night. A much better spot than the night before, which was a bit of a shit show, to be honest. Yeah, as I said, had a great night's sleep. Slept probably something around 9 hours. Woke up maybe a couple times. Once when it started raining a little bit to close the doors on the tent. And then just another time, I don't know, just rolling around. But the humidity, it's insane. I mean, it's like 7:40 in the morning and it's just sticky and like gross already. So hopefully these K's fly fast and I can get out of here. Here we are, the beautiful, small Hemingway Lake. So I just got here at Big White Shell, refilled up on some water, and there's some couple guys on a boat right over there. Told me there's a bear around and that was by the shore, so time to be loud. Hey bear! Make sure it knows we're coming. Alright, so I didn't find a bear. It's very loud, which is good. Now we're just walking on the road, making our way to the end of the trail. It's probably like, 2.5 kilometers, something like that. Just taking our time. As I get to the end of the trail, this has been a bit of a wild adventure. Certainly had some high points. I mean, the hiking was really nice, the views were good as always, but it's just the constant tickanoia is just too much to deal with, especially in May. The trail is already hard enough as it is. Rocky, rooty, long, overgrown, that I don't need this other element of stopping every 5 minutes for a 45-second tick check. Combine that with the heat, it was some long days, but overall it's a good training for the big hike I have this summer, and I'm excited I did it. I don't know about the 2 other times I was thinking of doing it before. I go do that hike, as I said. I might just do day hikes because I don't want to deal with all these ticks. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, if you're planning on doing the Mantario, definitely do it in early April when the ticks aren't crazy, or I don't know, in end of July, early August to the end of the year when they calm down a lot, because right now in beginning of June it's just not worth it if you're just looking to have fun out here. If you've got ulterior motives, maybe, but right now I'd say wait for a better experience.